We've been mentioning the day that Bitcoin is having on the heels of this very large Citi report and Dan Loeb's tweet. For more on that, Kate Rooney's with us. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Carl, Bitcoin is back up about 10% after a volatile weekend. It had dropped to a 3-week low yesterday, falling below 43,000. Analysts pointed to a few different factors causing that dip over the weekend, including some jitters around what we heard from Coinbase last week. As part of its direct listing, the U.S. crypto exchange put out some new documents, and in the risks to its business section, Coinbase outlines events that could destabilize the price of Bitcoin. That includes regulation, hacks, and splits on the underlying network, which are called forks. It also cites the identification of Satoshi Nakamoto. That is the pseudonym for the person, or potentially multiple people, who developed Bitcoin. And Coinbase highlights any transfer of Nakamoto's Bitcoins, thought to be worth around $30 billion, as a potential risk factor. One fear is if Nakamoto is identified, that could damage Bitcoin's reputation as decentralized, or essentially not controlled by one central authority. And similar to what we saw with tech stocks last week, interest rates may be weighing on crypto sentiment. As rates on the 10-year rose, analysts say that some investors likely backed off of Bitcoin. And finally, Carl, you mentioned Citi out with that research note this morning saying Bitcoin is at the tipping point of mainstream acceptance or speculative implosion. On one hand, they say it could become the currency of choice for international trade, but they say there are still a host of risks and obstacles that stand in the way of Bitcoin's progress.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.